Thanks for watching. My name is James Robertson with WorkSpace Real Estate. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are in the Greenspoint market and we are picking up a client of ours that wants to look at properties that we work with them on. We're going to talk about the market. So I thought it'd be good for you guys just to see what a day in the life is like when investors are on tours, when they're looking at making decisions about properties. We're going to talk about how our property is doing versus other properties in the marketplace. We're going to talk about opportunities in this market for other investments. This market is a pretty good market for opportunity right now. The rents are staying steady, but we're seeing a lot of movement in larger industrial spaces. Class A and Class B spaces are seeing lots of larger tenants moving in. One of the properties that we actually list is right on the corner of Beltway 8 and 59 to be exact. So those kind of locations allow industrial users to have super access to the airport, super access to most of the major arteries here in Houston. A lot of properties for sale here are at a steal, really. Occupancy for the Class C spaces are between 50% and 70%. So the right type of investor can go in, use people like us to fill it up and to raise the value of those properties. At that point, they can either A, hold on to it and just get cash flow, or they can B, sell or flip that property. My goal with the investors is to answer questions they have. It's to talk about the property, not embarrass myself too much. So I'm looking for industrial properties that are close by that I can show them that are comparable to what we have. 13300 John F. Kennedy, that's a Class A industrial building right there. That's not like ours. That's not what we're looking at. So then we got Vickery. Here, that's also like a Class B building right there. Also not like ours. We're not that flashy, but that's okay. We're okay with getting older properties because we're cash flowing, and that's what you want. A lot of investors, you know, it doesn't have to be the prettiest thing. Here's another Class A/B building. This is grade level. You see how the door actually is on the ground? That's a grade level building there. So here's another, I think, a comp building, 15945 Morales, Class C building, built in 1978. There was a lot of construction in 78. Another building here, built in 1978. And we may have time for one more. Here's another one, 15344 Vantage Parkway E. So right now, we're just waiting for Sam to get here. We will probably blur out the investors. We're not trying to show them on video, but we do want their interactions and their questions to be here so that we can talk about it. This will be fun. I never know how these things are going to turn out, so I'm telling you in advance, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's part of the job. Most of our velocity, as you know, has been the smaller tenants. And that's okay, because a grade level property like this, that's what you're going to have. As far as our rents are higher than market. Most of the market's at about 50 cents a foot. We're at about 75 cents a foot for the smaller spaces. Now, the larger spaces, I expect to be as aggressive as we possibly can. When I show people a property, what they do sometimes without us knowing, they'll just drive through like we're doing. And as they're looking around, they're saying, okay, then they're making judgments that they may or may not tell us. Yeah, especially like this CrossFit, they could totally be next door. I've had another distillery ask about space with us, and we had some questions about water usage, amount of water they may need, so I need to talk to Fred to see how that went. I know. Because, you know, with the average, when you look at Greenspoint, and I call this Greenspoint really, the occupancy is like a third, and a third. You'll have a third of the buildings that are empty, like very few people in there. Then you have another third where it's like half full. Then you'll have the last third where you have active groups like ours, and their properties will be like 80–85% and up in occupancy. So the spots that are configured where you got more small spaces, like for this, I think we can push the envelope there more. That's the one thing that I think that has to be a focus and taken into consideration with Lee Road. The investors here want to get a good idea of the property. They want to see what the tenants see. They want to see why we're doing well and what we can improve on. So to wrap things up, I think overall we had a great tour today. We got to pick up our guys from the airport. We got to show them what's good, what's bad about the property. We got to talk about the market, talk about where the movement is. We got to talk about what we can improve in the property. We got to show them a couple of spaces. And I think overall, they were really happy with what they saw. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thank God for the opportunities that we have to work on deals like this. It's kind of a dream to have the kind of freedom to kind of create opportunities out there. Because of creative processes, because of hard work, because of buying at the right price, we're able to offer a value in this marketplace where businesses around this area can take advantage of that at a low price. So I'm happy to be part of that process. And I take great pride in us being able to just participate in the marketplace in this way and offer spaces at a great value. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that this was helpful to you. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm driving without a seatbelt. There you go. And if you have any questions, places you want us to go, things you want us to cover, let us know in the comment section. We'd love to get into it. This is James Robertson signing off. Thank you for watching.